All right. Hello, everyone. Name's Carl Anthony. Happy Veterans Day. It's a beautiful day out today in Los Angeles, and I am here to have another wonderful Call for President talk for you. If you don't know me, I'm a 50-year-old man from Philadelphia. Grew up 30 years, boat blue no matter who, got the chutzpah from both sides of the party, and now realize it's time to go independent and speak for the people. Because why are we going to vote for people that don't know us, don't care about us? And I'm going to run in 2028, just like I've ran the last three times. I've been running for 10 years. So I'd say two and a half times because I started in the middle of the other. And I'm going to run in 2032 and 2036 and 2040 and 2044 until you finally decide, you know what? We're sick of letting the rich guys play their game. Let's talk about it. You may notice I don't post all the time. Besides my regular life, I also don't want to become a content junkie. I've noticed today in this modern era with technology and YouTube and everything else that everybody is so quick to jump on everything and make it the end of the world. Oh, yo, you got to be worried and Diddy this and something this and Trump that and war this and tomorrow's the last day ever. Guys, tomorrow's not the last day ever. And we're going to have a Veterans Day talk. To start off, again, happy Veterans Day to the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and the National Guard, and also all other armed service affiliates, including our ICE, even though people are upset right now, our border guys, and everybody else that helps America be America. Also, our police officers, because I count them as warriors too, and a lot of them are ex-military, if you didn't know. So Veterans Day is a big day for police officers too. Shout out to the Fraternal Order of Police. So let's discuss it. So what is going on right now in America? As you know, 40 days and 40 nights of reigning shutdown is seeming to be coming to an end. But will it? As you may notice, I'm standing in front of my neighborhood supermarket, one of my favorites, great price. I didn't want to show their name out of respect for their business. And I want to talk about what I saw in here recently during the shutdown, during the situation with the EBT and SNAP scenarios, and also what happened after and what seems to be going on in the streets nowadays. As you know, to start off, your guy, Donald Trump, my guy, I guess, because he is our president, whether you voted for him or not, our guy, Donald Trump, is acting a fool. He promised a lot of things. He said he was going to do this and do that, and these tariffs are going to make it great. And one of the things I told people back in one of my last videos about his tariff situation is tariffs only have a positive effect, number one, when they're reciprocal, but I heard his is not. His is more attack based, weaponizing the US dollar. That's why we have BRICS to deal with right now. But that's a whole nother situation. And to make them work, you can't have wars going on. Because what do wars do? What happens when we get in wars? The Houthis, the pirates, the other Middle East guys, they start raising the prices on the oil. They start attacking all the ships. What does that do? That raises the gas price. What does that do? Raises the price that they got to pay your truckers. Our truckers got to pay, got to drive to drop the stuff off. Less people can do it. Then we have all other kind of incidences where I am actually hearing from our logistics guys who deliver all over the country. And what they are saying right now, of about 6 months ago, all work is dried up. Going from working two, three, four times a day, going as independent contractors to drive all day, could get all the hours they wanted. Oh, I got more loads for you to pick up for the last 15 years, even when JoJo was up in there, right? But it's completely dried up. Now, all the guys that make money, they are driving for 20 something dollars an hour. $20 an hour to drive a truck. What? No. And then the other guys, they said they're only working 2, 3 days a week because they won't work for anything less than a certain amount of money. And they've getting on YouTube and they're looking for these other things. And America is changing. And our economy right now is not good. You've seen the numbers on Trump's economic situation. No one is happy. Republicans are not happy. Democrats are not happy. The parties are fractured. You got your Tucker Carlsons and your Nick Fuenteses and Ben Shapiro. Man, I don't like that guy. He is the most annoying Caucasian on the planet Earth, but let him do what he does because it's about freedom of speech, and we gotta let Ben run Ben's mouth, and like we gotta let Nick run Nick's mouth. And that whole situation, for you independents, for you Democrat types, for you more liberal types, if that's really not the side of the party you focus on, I would advise you to stand back and let them hash the battle out. Don't get in their way. Don't be part of it. Don't go diving out there. Don't try to antagonize them. Let them focus on each other. Candace Owens, let the Republicans and the far right and the libertarians and extreme right and whoever else, and the same thing on the left. And I would advise any Republicans of this. You see Democrats having this issue recently with the shutdown, where several of the Democrats, who are not up for term, by the way, decided to flip. Now the Democrats are all mad. Republicans, far right people, I would advise you stay out of the far left, far mid left business. Don't go antagonizing them. Stop jumping up every day. Like, aha, you guys are arguing. It's like you're roasting LeBron James every day because it's good video. I get it. But guys, you're antagonizing each other. Both sides know the rich people don't like us. Why are you out here antagonizing each other for rich people? I mean, I stuttered. That's how blown I was about it just now. So that's my first concern about what's going on with the economy. To speak on the supermarket for what I saw. Previous to the first, it was typical supermarket life. Typical pack of people, typical situation going on. Right before the end of the month, I am a well-versed man. I know billionaires to bums, homeless to heaven. I know a lot of people. And recently, two of my lower homeless heaven strugglers that I've been a mentor for the last 10 years, which I am very disappointed in the job I have done, by the way, they have recently started showing up at my home randomly. Not really directly asking for anything, but just basically plopping down on my couch and staring at me for like 8 hours. So the first few times I had no problem, but I had to have a talk with them like, hey man. And neither of them would admit that it had something to do with the SNAP because they've been on welfare for 10 years. And these are younger guys, 35, 32, 31. Ever since they were 25, 22, 21, they've been on and off and whatnot, having different housing. I tried to help them out, try to work with them with music and creating stuff because, that's one of my original things I started with. And they're going down and whatnot. So they start coming over. The first hits. I had told them, look, you can't come over like this too much. I'm not your dad. And you won't even admit to me that the reason that you're here is because your money is tight. You're acting like you're really here to see me 7 days in a row. Yeah, right. I haven't seen you for 2 years. So that's something. So I go to the supermarket on the first. Place was empty. I mean, I hadn't seen that place that empty in about 5 to 7 years. Now, I did hear recently that the judges did overturn and force them to use the emergency funds to pay for the SNAP. So on the third or fourth, I went in there, packed house, carts everywhere, families all over. You should have seen the people was yelling at the kids like, boy, I told you to get that chicken with the this and not the that. He like, mama, I just got what you said. I mean, you should have heard it. It was kind of beautiful to see everybody like happy to finally be able to get their food and stuff. And that's something else. When you weaponize somebody's food against them, it is economic terror. Yeah. When you hold something hostage and you say, hey, I'm not going to give them their food or I'm not going to give them their health care, that's terror on your own people. I don't know if you guys realize that because they're putting fear on you to make you go yell at your senator, oh my God, I can't eat. How am I feed my kids? Does that not sound like somebody's terrorizing you? So beware of the people that you vote for that are willing to play with your money, with your food, with your housing, and even with the immigration situation. It could have been done properly. But I always tell people like this about the Republican Democrat Party. They work like hammers, not like scalpels. They just smash everything. Whatever I mess up, okay, it's collateral. No, We need, for the first time in probably 150 years, to run America with the scalpel. Okay, we got this ICE problem. Okay, let's cut around. Let's get the most dangerous guys first. Let's not go diving on people. Let's not go kicking down doors. Let's make sure we properly investigate. I just saw that the group of Koreans that were arrested at the Hyundai factory for making car parts were actually here legally. They actually had an agreement with the government to bring them over, and their job, they were here to train Americans how to make semiconductors. So they were here for 6 to 8 months training Americans when they went and arrested them. Had to let them all go, and one of them is suing us now, sitting in the dark, sounding like a victim. I never saw a Chinese victim before. He's like, oh my goodness, da 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 da. I was like, a Chinese victim? I figured he would just jump out, whip out a sword, and like call for Yakuza war. Joking. I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but you know how my Chinese brothers, they don't play. So, but we messed up on that. And this is the problem with the government, and this is why I want to run for president. No more hammers. We want solutions, not promises. Who better? So that's issue number one. Issue number two, this war situation. They say that the Gaza situation is done, but as you guys have noticed, like every other ceasefire, it seems that, oh, they didn't follow the rules. Bibi and the crew are always looking for a way in and out of it. The Palestinian guys are clearly ill-equipped to properly do what is promised in time, because it seems like when it was time to return people, they couldn't find some of the people they were supposed to return. But I did see that Israel let out, I believe, like 1,500 of the people that they also had as prisoners. God, it cut itself off at the China immigration conversation. All right, so I had a technical glitch in the midst of my video, and I didn't realize it, and I just spoke for about 9 more minutes, not even realizing it was recording. It looks like it left off when I was speaking about the incidents with the North Korean immigrants that were arrested by ICE, that were here legally. Apologies for having to edit. I can't wait until I finally am up and running. No, I don't want your donations. Send me a camera. Send me like a little assistant, somebody from USC or something. I don't need your money. I just need help so I don't have to do everything myself. But doing everything yourself is the American way, up from the bottom. So to close on that, since I'm jumping back 10 minutes in my brain to that conversation, the immigration situation was handled with a hammer, not a scalpel. Just like almost everything else, just like how they handled the shutdown, just like how they handle tax situations, just like how they handle the wars, just like how they handle the budget, just like how they handle everything. It's a hammer, 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 never a nail. And that's both parties. And guys, from now on, only pick somebody that treats America like a scalpel, with care and with love. I'm not going to go back in my mind and talk about much else, but I am going to close speaking about our military, our veterans, and the importance of what they have. Stop being upset at your officers and your Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and National Guard persona. The ICE teams, they're just doing their job. And these people en masse, maybe there's a few bad apples, but en masse truly believe in the dream and the honor and the pledge of being a dag-burn American. It's their bosses you have a problem with. It's Congress you have a problem with. It's corporations. Stop yelling at your brother. 30% of all homeless people are veterans. Out of the people that go to war for us, 30% of them come back with PTSD. Then they put them on outpatient care. And then you see terrible videos of people attacking people in subways with knives and such, like what happened to that young lady, or what happened to the sister up in San Francisco. I have a couple of people I know here that I have recently sat with them, and they started hallucinating around me. I said, oh my God, my friend has schizophrenia. I had to tell the person, I don't feel comfortable around you anymore. And this is somebody I know for 10 years. 10 years. And he wasn't even in the military. But the way they're handling mental issues in America, It needs to be done with, and that's why I'm a Medicare for All man. That's why we need to work on my Make America Green program, which will rebuild America from the ground up, infrastructure and all. That's why we need to use my AmeriCo products plan to add competition to the market via adding housing under government plans for more economical life, for work, for home situation, via food support, opening businesses to add competition to the market. We can make coffee, we can make cars, we can make cell phones, we can make TVs. I don't know about you, I'm really getting tired of people saying that there ain't nobody here that has the technical ability to make things. This is America. We went to the moon. We could find Saddam Hussein in a hole under a tent in a country 8,000 miles away on a Thursday eating a sandwich. But we can't make a TV. You know they grow coffee in San Diego, Florida, San Francisco? Yeah, we got coffee right here. I don't know why we're getting coffee from all over the place. We get coffee right here. But do we make it? No. We can make cars right here. We had the Model T. We was one of the first car makers. We can't throw together a cheap car and add competition to the market to drop prices. And that's why we need American products. And that's why you have to consider Carl Anthony for president in 2028, 2032, 2036, 2040, and 2044 until the day finally comes that you're like, I'm ready to have somebody run the place who is actually thinking about me, who actually knows me, who actually understands me. No more bubble brains who just don't get it. Everything is not okay, but it will be if we focus on the higher ups that cause the problems and stop cannibalizing each other, especially on a great holiday like this Veterans Day. Please also enjoy your upcoming Thanksgiving and your Christmas, and make sure you don't need to boycott, but try not to go over the top. But make sure you keep the traditions, eat the dinners, eat the foods, see your family, sit around and watch a movie. Maybe go to a cheap amusement park near you instead of traveling all over somewhere and spending crazy thousands. Teach the rich guys a lesson that you are an American. 280 million of us live the same lifestyle. Don't forget that when you hear these politics. 280 million people like me. Only about 40 million people that think like what you see on TV. You are not alone. We all know. And make sure you think on that when you go to vote in your midterms, when you go to vote for your presidents, and when you vote for the bills. Look for the things that benefit you. Stop protecting those who would never cry for you. Call for president 2028. Have a great holidays. Happy Veterans Day. And shout out to my military believing in the pledge. We're going.